Rear Window came out in 1954, and if you don't know by now, it was directed by Alfred Hitchcock. It was written by John Michael Hayes and Cornell Woolrich, and it stars James Stewart, Grace Kelly, and Wendell Corey.
I'm just gonna say that this movie right here is hands down one of my favorite movies of all time. Jimmy Stewart, man, fantastic in this film. It has Grace Kelly, which Grace Kelly is hands down a favorite female actress ever.
She's too perfect. She's too talented. She's too beautiful. She's too...
You're beginning to scare me a little.
The other thing is the fact that the movie's only shot in one room. It stays in one room through the entire freaking movie. There's a couple of scenes where it isn't, but it almost always starts in the room and moves out.
Alfred Hitchcock is able to do a lot inside one room. However, it's kind of impossible to keep up the action.
Now, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
There's like 2 scenes where the dialogue may drag on just a little bit.
Come on, come on.
Then again, on the flip side, that does make it to where whenever something exciting does happen, it's even cooler.
I am going to respectfully disagree. I think that it was perfect. I just think that he had the right amount of everything.
Well, you can't buy that kind of publicity.
He relied on the cinematography whenever there would be a drag point, and it was just very nicely done, in my opinion. The guy's a master of suspense for a reason, and he made it where it was just enough that you're like, this is starting to piss me off, and then it does good. It's hard to explain. You need to watch this flick.
What this movie is really based around as a core concept is the concept of voyeurism, the peeping Tom. You are put in Jeff's shoes and you actually want to watch more of the neighborhood. You want to see what happens next.
And if I'm right, I think I've solved a murder.
You're like, did this guy do it or not? You just eagerly await the next clue and you become a peeping Tom.
Yeah,
just like
you're
Jeff.
a peeping Tom in essence. You know it. Come on, be real.
We become a race of peeping Toms.
You do. Not me, but you.
McFly!
Perversion aside, it's a
Sad.
spectacular way to shoot a movie. Very well acted, especially
man.
the females. The females did a really good job in this movie.
Coming out of the kitchen.
Grace Kelly and the nurse who takes care of Jeff. Very strong female leads, which was actually pretty revolutionary at the time because the guy's sitting here in the wheelchair and the women are out doing all the work. So it's like
an awesome world.
where a woman will like take care of you, but at the same time
Kick butt.
Honey, I'm home!
Wonderful, dear. I just got your favorite movie, Laser Swimsuit City.
Oh, Kitten Whispers, you're the greatest! What was that? Elven robot ninjas.
Stand back. I'll take care of this. Oh, almost forgot about the meatloaf.
And afterwards, we'll have a smoke.
As a doctor, I recommend brand new Phil cigarettes. Low on tar, high on fun.
It's like my dream world. Where anyways, no, I'm just kidding.
No comment.
one really interesting thing about this film is that you can sort of tell, but it was shot in a studio, but imagine how big this studio must have been. Jeff's apartment, the room was actually on the ground floor of the studio, and the whole courtyard of the apartment was on the basement floor. They actually tore out the floor, and what you're seeing down on the street is actually a basement, and that's really freaking amazing. They actually had like, how many, like 1,000 arc lights to emulate the sun?
Yeah, they set off like the sprinklers at one point because they were basically making a sun inside of a building, so. And, as always, there is a small appearance by Alfred Hitchcock, as there is in every single film.
I didn't see that. Where is it?
I'll give you a hint. He's winding a clock.
What do you think?
I gotta give it 3 rewinds.
What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you?
Because I think everybody should watch this film. This is one of the pinnacles of filmmaking, in my opinion, because anybody can take special effects, explosions, drama, manipulate a book, whatever the crap you want to do, and you can turn it into awesomeness because you got awesome cameras and you can travel around the world and do all the shots. This guy did this out of one studio, that's it. It was in one room, more than three-fourths of the film. One room, bam, nothing else.
Yeah, you definitely need to watch this film if for no other reason than to see a movie take place in one room. I myself am going to give this 2 rewinds.
I'll go along with that.
Because some scenes do drag on a little bit, but overall, it's an extremely good movie.
Check it out. It's good.
Well, actually, I was going to add something else about the basement.
Oh.